some question me. This could get interesting. Oh, you get money, well, how are you spending it? Is this your passion or is it about Benjamins? Is it about cash or the fact that you didn't quit? Talk to me. Let's sip some wine. Discussion about future, the past, and the grind. What's an excuse when it's last on your mind? I love what you do, may I ask for your time?
Welcome back. I'm your favorite host on the East Coast, Don Worman. As you can see, we got my lovely co-host. We got Taiki, Elsa, Rhea. Stop playing with us. We back. I know. Y'all been waiting for us to come back with some heat. We back. Don't worry about that. So how y'all doing? How you doing, Taik?
Good, man. Good to be back. You know, a few little setbacks with the podcast and getting everything straightened out. So hopefully, we got all the kinks wrinkled out and everything will be good from here to go. But I'm good, man. I've been staying busy, working. Blessed to keep doing that. I've been running, you know, trying to do the best of what I got at the crib and keep moving. No complaints, man, over here. So I'm good to be back, man. Excited. So what about you, Rhea?
I've been good. I'm on my same thing, Taiki. I'm on my health grind right now. So, man, gained a couple pounds during Corona, but it's all right. I'm about to bounce back. So doing macros, you know, other than that, same thing. I'm blessed where I still got a job right now where I'm working from home every day. So I'm just doing my thing. But yeah, Elsa, how about you, boo?
Yeah, I've also gained a few pounds, more than 3 or 5. But I'm good. Blessed. Also thankful that I have a job. This week was rough though, to be honest, on some notes, but we here. It's Friday.
That's what it is. It's Friday.
Yeah, over this break, definitely been trying to work on this podcast as far as like the video production for you guys. So definitely been thinking about you, all of you, over the past 3 weeks or so. So let's get into shits. Before we start, let's get a cheers though. Y'all got y'all wine, guys?
Hey.
Let's get it popping.
Hey, invisible wine.
But so yeah, I don't know if you guys seen the news or whatever, but Joe Rogan just signed an exclusive Spotify deal for $100 million, bro.
Yep.
Like when I seen it, I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yep.
Right?
Holy shit! That's like that's an MLB contract or some shit like that, just to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's pretty cool that podcasts, like our environment, is slowly starting to get some recognition. Definitely with us just starting. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, well, maybe one day we hope to you know reach that height. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. What do y'all think about it?
I'll go ahead. I mean, I think that's dope. I was talking a little bit with Rhea a little bit before we got on screen about how, like, we've known him from when he was doing the Fear Factor shit, when he was eating roaches and like burying you in, like, snakes and all kinds of rats.
Crazy
and just, like,
shit, nonsense shit.
Yeah, so it was cool. I mean, to see the progression, like, obviously, I watch the UFC as well, so I saw him in that, and then he get his own podcast. I mean, it just goes to show you, just do anything. Like, literally do whatever you can. Take any alley, take any way you can get to try things out because, like, you don't ever know what door is about to open and what's going to come out.
Yeah.
It really hit me. It's a side note, like, basketball coach today, Jerry Sloan, passed away. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
He was 78. And I was like, you know, if I were to die at 78, I've only got 50 years left, and I've already lived a third of my life. So if I'm sitting here and not doing anything or everything I want to do, like I've been thinking shit like that during quarantine. But like, you know, if you don't just try shit out, you never know, and like just swing for the fences, and hopefully something sticks, and you sign a fucking $100 million deal at Spotify, man.
Right. I mean, he started off as a comedian. I mean, I never listened to any of his shit. Yeah, I never listened to any of this stuff, but I had no idea. Like, before we got on screen, I was looking up his, like, little career and stuff like that. Not little no more. Not little anymore. But he started off as a comedian, which I had absolutely no idea. And then he went into what me and Taiki, I'm speaking for you as well, for, like, UFC and Fear Factor.
Yeah.
And then after that, he went back into comedy. And then I know he surfaced up again on Netflix. He had his comedy special and stuff. And then, he got super popular off his podcast. So, I mean, dude, that's pretty freaking cool. Like, he went from TV to now, like, yo, I can just sit here and just talk. I don't have to do no crazy shit. I don't have to watch people vomit from eating cockroaches and just diving into, God knows what. So, I mean, he's been doing his thing. So, props to him, dude.
Yeah, I say more power to him. I mean, he came from the Fear Factor shows and doing the crazy MTV stuff. and I guess he followed what he loves to do, and now he gets to just sit, like Rhea was saying, behind the mic and talk about what he wants to talk about. He's literally the boss of his own show, so that's inspirational to me. $100 million, what?
I got a question. So, off the podcast, but if you ever on Fear Factor, what did you win at the end? $1 million? Was it?
Yeah, you win $1 million or $500,000 or something like that. Yeah, something crazy.
Do you think you could do some of the shit that he maybe would do on there? And we don't got to get too far in depth, but I'm just curious because I remember seeing some of the shit and I was like, man, I don't know, dog.
No, the episode that's ingrained in my brain is the eating episodes where it was all like, you have to go down the line and eat. It was lamb's eyes, then it was
I know
intestines, then you had to eat bugs. I'm like, bro, no. It was literally awesome. Wow.
No. Yeah,
he had to stomach himself though to sit here and just watch it. He just had it. It's like, you gonna do it? I was like, that was good TV. That was good reality TV back then.
You couldn't fake that shit.
Craziest shit I ever ate was some damn sashimi on a date.
Oh my God. Raw fish, boy, bye. I'm about to make ceviche now talking about sashimi. The craziest thing you say.
You already know I was on a date. I ain't eating with my niggas. Fuck that.
Oh God, this is
I had alligator in New Orleans.
Alligator's lit though.
Alligator's good.
It's like chicken.
But it wasn't live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do stuff moving and I gotta.
No. Yeah, I'm not gonna bite a live alligator. Hell no. But
nigga, it's gonna bite you.
Right, exactly. Right.
What you mean?
They said there was an alligator at the Inner Harbor the other day.
For real?
Yeah.
Nah. For real?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
What the hell?
Where did you get that? Hold up. For real?
Yeah, they sent it out on this app that they have in Baltimore.
You got that app? You got push notifications?
No, I saw it on the news. It's called the Citizen app. So they sent us saying, like, watch out.
I have the Citizen. Oh my God, that geeks. I have the Citizen app for Philly just because I live in West Philly, and the y'all,
but you never know
app,
somebody's just making it up or.
No. The shit that they have on Citizen is wild. But anyways, that should be crazy.
But yeah, I mean, that shit's cool, man. I mean, hopefully one day we can get to a point where we can make $10 or get a
sponsorship.
So
get our goal, a wine sponsorship.
Speaking of the money though, and you know the entrepreneurs and shit, I know y'all seen Mr. Jeff Bezos, however you say his last motherfucking name. You might as well say Jeff Trillionaire because that's what he's about to be.
What is it? Zeros. Change Bezos to zeros.
Change it to zero. Ain't that
zero. You do that.
Well, man, what do y'all think, man? Like, all jokes aside, like, do you believe one man or woman, whoever gets it first, obviously it's him coming up, but should have that much money? And if so, it's just an opinion and a question. What do you think they should do with it, if anything?
So anyone want to go? Because I have, according to Twitter, I have the opposing belief. So when I found this out, my significant other and I had this discussion, and I guess that's why we're together. We believe the same thing of, if you work your ass off to get to where you are, I feel like you deserve the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
No matter how long it's taken. Obviously now on Twitter and stuff, I'm seeing something completely different of, we're in this situation where people are unemployed and, you can only make X amount of dollars for unemployment. And he's out here now feeding off of these people who aren't making money, and like just all X, Y, Z, any kind of sentences you want to put together, I've read on Twitter. But I wholeheartedly believe, if you've worked your ass off for 1 year, 2 years, 15 years, 50 years, God knows 70 years, and you 80 and you finally enjoying the fruits of your labor, enjoy it. Mm-hmm. I think you deserve what you worked for. Now, people sitting here bashing you for it, I don't know.
It's just crazy to me because, like, people in today's society are so unselfish when it's not their money, but when it comes to their money, they're so selfish. Like, things that piss me off, like on social media, like say when, let's say Kevin Hart donates $500,000 to, let's say, Red Cross, and they'll be like, only $500.
Yes.
So I'm like, bro, when you're on the street and you see a less fortunate person, and he or she asks for $1, you be like, the fuck are you?
Yep.
The whole time, if it's somebody else's money, he should be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when people talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like, worry about your coins and shut the hell up.
Yes.
This shit eating Elsa, Rhea up. She been like this the whole motherfucker.
Yeah, it kills me inside. It makes me so mad. It's that exact same thing. So it's like, if I'm making just in a perfect world, let's just say I'm making like $300,000, right? Nobody knows my income. Right? And I donate $5,000. My friends are gonna sit here and say, "You make this amount of money. Why are you only donating $3,000?" It's okay. You have a reason for donating it. This means something to you. What part of charity don't y'all understand where it's every penny counts? It doesn't matter whether it's 1 penny or a million pennies. Like, it doesn't matter. So for someone to sit here and count someone else's coins and sit here and be like, why are you only donating this? Why are you worried? What did you? Last time I checked, you didn't even donate a single dollar to this foundation. So why are you sitting here worried about what I'm giving away? Like, at least I'm doing. Oh my God, this is that kills me inside.
Elsa, I'm gonna let you go because I got some shit to say after. I'm gonna give a rebuttal to everyone. So
you gonna
no.
Well,
that's what I think.
I see two sides of it. I see that there are some celebrities, like Prince, for example, when he didn't talk about any of his charity work while he was alive. When he passed, his people came out and saying all the money that he donated. He never wanted anybody to know. So I think there are artists that have all this money that donate that just don't want people to know. For what? You know what I'm saying? But I also feel as though we all, as just humankind, have a responsibility to give back some way or another, especially when you're a public figure.
Yeah,
I think it's important to do that. And Jeff Bezos, I mean, he's done some stuff in his personal life. I'm not going to judge him on that because everybody goes through stuff. But if you're a public figure, like Amazon is, I mean, I think it's best for him to show that he's donating or he's doing these things because it just helps him grow even more. But in terms of his money, it's his money. He worked for it, and his wife. But you know.
Ex-wife, divorced, wherever.
Whatever they are.
Because she was working with him too.
She was a side piece.
Yeah. Well, I mean, before Taiki goes real quick, I think this also comes into play of that whole Amazon not paying their employees enough.
That's my
I think this is where it comes into play of he's making like $1 trillion and he's not paying his employees enough. And so,
and they're not considered essential workers, but
go ahead, Taiki.
No, you're right, because also they're not. That's my only thing. I think if you make that much money, you can do whatever you want with it. This here is circumstantial. Is my whole thing. Like, you got to take into account the way he treats his employees. Like, there's no Jeff Bezos without your employees. So take care of your employees. That's more or less what I
agree.
About. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're a trillionaire, but then pay your employees like the trillionaire you are. Or he's one of the people that are benefiting off the coronavirus because Amazon has that next day, same day delivery contact. So like, this is only the coronavirus has almost aided his. It
has
to the top, and which is great. It's awesome that we've had something that he set something up that we had. So do what you want with your money, homie. $1 trillion. I don't even know what that even looks like, or like.
I know how many zeros is that?
Well, it was. They were just saying if you even made like $100 or like $500,000 in a year, it would take X amount of years to even reach that. So basically, you would be dead. Like, even if you were to try to get to that goal. But off of what Taiki said, I mean, he's the CEO, right? So he's literally here. His employees who are doing packaging, the hardcore labor.
They talk about them like pissing in bottles and some shit. Like, they can't take no breaks.
So this is where I feel like the entire Amazon community should go into play. So I feel like it's hard to get those type of things into Jeff's hands of communication, because it's not like, oh, okay, so my people who are doing deliveries, they're getting paid X amount of dollars. Jeff isn't overseeing that. Like, let's be honest, that's probably going to be the CFO or someone else who is looking over that, or someone even lower under that. because it's such a big branch. Under Amazon is, AWS, Amazon Web Services. So it's like, I feel like he can't see these things until someone leaks it, and then it goes into the big news, and then Jeff's like, oh, fuck, now this is like a publicity
Somebody
thing.
records it.
Exactly. It's like he doesn't know any of this is going on because, maybe there are CEOs though who do go into like the manufacturing warehouses or whatever and walk through and see all that stuff. Maybe he is, maybe he's not doing it. Maybe he's
but
not
it starts at the top though. The people that are managing and running it are only doing what they've seen. So when the first Amazon started, Jeff Bezos was there. In my opinion, that means they all learned from him, and now people that came after them learned from them, would learn from
it
them.
only takes one bad apple to spoil the bunch, though.
Definitely a trickle down effect. Yeah.
It's a trickle down effect. So I mean, anyways, I'll say my piece on it. I just think, like we were just speaking, like you can't spend that much money.
You can't. You can't.
So do something meaningful with it.
Yeah.
And
but you got to look at it like this. Like, say from a CEO owner's eyes, I get what you're saying. They should be getting paid more and stuff like that. But like, you got to go with what the market says. So say if the market says that majority of truck drivers are making $20 an hour, I'm gonna pay them around $20 an hour.
You can pay them more.
But they should be getting more. But at the end of the day, hey, I'm just going with what the market says.
That's
So,
where the pandemic though, like it should definitely be more.
it should be more for sure. They should be getting paid more. But at the end of the day, if that other CEO for UPS or no, not UPS, but you know what I'm saying, like
they're
whatever,
on a whole different level. You can't even compare Amazon to no one.
Yeah, true.
You can't. You know what I'm saying?
You lead by example.
Delivery the other day. What time does delivery come in?
You lead by example.
6:30 in the morning. Somebody was here delivering a package.
Oh, I have some Amazon. I've been getting some crazy deliveries. I will still remember this. This is the first time it ever happened. So I got the new Cocoa Colas for my hookah, and I was like I can't use I have an electric stove. I was like, fuck, I can't use electric stove, so I got to get one of them little plug-in joints. So what did I do? I was like, yo, I'm fiending. It was Friday. All the stores are closed. I live in West Philly. It's cash only. I ain't going to no ATM at like 8 p.m. So what I did is I went on Amazon and I saw that I could get myself a little burner, an electric burner, and I could have it delivered to my house before 8:30 a.m. Now this is way pre-corona. I ain't doing none of this shit. I ain't doing this shit now.
I mean,
this is pre-corona. But yeah, like my burner came before I woke up Saturday morning, so I could get to puffing as soon as I woke up. Yes, I was having peach-flavored hookah for breakfast, but it's pretty crazy, yo. Those drivers are really doing their thing.
We can sit here and bitch and complain about it. I'm still buying shit off of Amazon, so I'm
100%. I'll tell you this.
I'm helping him get to the pinnacle.
$1 trillion.
Yeah.
Like
he's doing his thing, yo. But I also agree with Elsa on this behalf. Just like a quick side note of, I don't think celebrities need to sit here and publicize doing charities and stuff like that, because you will, no matter what it is, you are in the limelight and you are going to get criticized. It doesn't matter whether it's always going to be, it's not enough. You can put your entire net worth into a charity, and it's still not going to be enough for the people because you make more than they do.
We're never going to know what it's like to be that way. Everyone who doesn't have
I hope I can.
Everyone who doesn't have it is good at criticizing. Everyone's got an opinion about something they know nothing about. It's just how it is.
Exactly.
People want to talk.
I mean, it is what it is. But with that being said, with the whole Amazon thing, hopefully we can transition into, pulling back some of that and actually going to get it by ourselves, because you've seen some of the states are reopening. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I've actually got some knucklehead buddies of mine who actually just went out into like Florida and I guess South Carolina, because those are like some of the states that are open. They all went down there for Memorial Day weekend. They're like out there partying and shit right now, and I'm just like,
what? Did they drive down?
Some of them flew.
I was gonna say, I know some people. I saw some people were taking flights.
Yeah.
To Miami. Also, it was a couple Dominican people I know.
I saw the flights to DR opening up in June. I'm like, oh Lord.
But this is my thing.
I was like, Dios mío.
I got a question for you. Okay, so I think the masses are like, oh my God, he flew just like y'all done. But for real, what's more cleaner?
Those planes ain't clean.
An airplane?
My car driving? The fuck?
Or a grocery store?
flying. Okay, you realize if you're in an aircraft, the air is circulating, right? It's the same air being recycled.
The flight's more clean.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Rhea that the air gets recycled in the plane, one, and two.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they've been closing the grocery stores earlier each night so they can clean it.
Safeway
But
bad
it's my thing, though. You know what they say? You touch something, you need to wipe it and all that stuff. Every time it gets on the flight, they're wiping it down. Every time.
So this is where I'm going to give a rebuttal. So y'all know that I travel so much. You should know, even before Corona, Naomi Campbell made this. So
we talking about Darren though.
Darren.
No, I don't care.
I'm not saying I'm gonna get.
Airplanes are dirty as hell, and
you can't compare airplanes. Yeah, we know the airplanes are dirty before Corona.
Both are dirty, but I'm saying during Corona, they are making sure they're cleaning.
I still don't think so. Even if they are cleaning, it doesn't matter. The air is being recycled. It's still dirty.
I'm gonna give the planes like 3 months of going back and forth.
Yeah, all I'm saying is both dirty. Goddamn it! That's
so what'd you say?
Flight in September. Don't look at it.
She's gonna get a 3 months.
Exactly. I'm gonna give the planes like 3 months of back and forth round trips. See what happens, and then I'll get on a plane.
Yeah, so like with this, you think that it's smart that the states are reopening them, right? I mean, I think that they should be opening at some point. Like this, we ain't getting another stimulus to open this motherfucker. But.
Well, I heard, what was it? I got something. I forgot what it was, but I got an article not too long ago on my phone about how
an alligator in a wall.
No, how it wasn't too great. Not Citizen, no, but how it wasn't too great about since Virginia and I believe Maryland's also opening. I'm not too good, but all DC folks are going into Virginia and Maryland now, and they're kind of fearful about that. And, you know, since they had ended up kind of flattening the curve, they're scared it's going to just come right back up since they opened up, because it's the DMV area, you know, for people who aren't familiar, it's DC, Maryland, Virginia. So even though these two states and, you know, this one district of Columbia decided to end up, you know, they have their own rules and regulations. Maryland is, you know, doing this, Virginia's doing this, and DC's doing this. Virginia's open up, Maryland's open up, DC is still closed. So DC folks can't get what they need, so they're going over to Virginia or they're going over to Maryland. So
yeah, I was seeing, like in DC, they're seeing a decline here, and that's why.
In Virginia?
In DC.
Oh, in DC.
There's been a decline, and it's about to be 10 days at this point.
Oh, so great.
It's supposed to be 14 days till Muriel Bowser says, okay, we're going to go into phase 1. I think they should have all done it together, especially.
I do too.
Montgomery County in Maryland and PG County are still, they have like their own jurisdictions, and they're figuring it out on their own. Like they have their own rules. So they're still they're still on phase 0 or whatever they're called. But they should have, especially with DC and the outskirts of DC, like Alexandria and Arlington, they should have all been on the same page, I feel.
I mean, this is what makes it so hard of being like in a tri-state area. And I'm pretty sure, you know, what is it? The New York tri-state area of Jersey. I mean, I'm not in there because I'm in Philly, but I know that New York tri-state area is probably dealing with the same BS, or they're going to. I mean, it is what it is. I heard the one thing that kind of makes me upset is, so where I stay in Philly, I'm actually up north. I'm trying to buy a lot of beaches. So I am super close to all the Delaware beaches. So Bethany, is that correct? I think Rehoboth, Dewey, and then I'm up there near Jersey.
Are you taking the vaccine if they offer it tomorrow? Are you taking it?
I'll wait for one of y'all to take it and then hit y'all in a week, and then I ask y'all how y'all feeling, and then I'll do it.
I think they should do, and I think they're probably gonna do. Since everyone's saying like, oh, once we open up, we're gonna travel. I don't know really as far as like the rules and all that stuff, but I think they should, in order for you to travel, you know, go to a foreign country or whatever, you need to get the vaccine and it need to be stamped on your passport. That's how I look at it. That's the only way I think we could, I guess, prevent this from crazily spreading. You know what I'm saying? I think they kind of need to force it.
Crazily spreading? Boy, what? There's already a worldwide pandemic already.
It's coming back up, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's going to have to happen.
It's going to be like the flu, where it just keeps, you know, it keeps evolving into something else. I mean, God knows.
It's not going to be as bad as
I hope.
The second round, in the third and fourth round.
Yeah, so all in favor of getting a vaccine when it first comes out, say aye.
Nah, but if I gotta take it to move, normally I'm gonna take it. I think I got a pretty good immune system. Like I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? Like they pretty much give you the fucking flu every year. That's what they do when you get the flu shot. So
Yeah, exactly.
Coronavirus, like
I mean, I feel like it would be safe off of what they're saying. It's like people who are more likely are like men over 65 and stuff like that. I'm like, maybe I'll take it. But like I said, I'll wait. Taiki volunteered himself. So Taiki, I'll wait till you get it. We'll hit you up. We'll have another podcast. And then hope God willing you're okay. Then I'll go off of that.
All right.
I wouldn't do it.
Next question.
I ain't taking it.
Next question. So off the coronavirus. So if you were with a significant other or had a significant other.
Oh God.
And
dating question.
And my favorite. And your family and the other one's family. Hold up. If you was with their significant other and your family didn't like them, you staying with them or you side with your family?
Don, go ahead. You take this one. We haven't heard from you too much.
I was chilling. Hey, this nigga, Taiki over here taking the questions. Took all the questions. God damn. Call him transition type.
Call me what you want. Just don't call me after 9.
So personally, Mama, I love you. POP, hold it down. But at the end of the day, the way I look at it, as far as my significant other, I don't have one right now. But like, say if we were to get really serious, and my parents really wasn't too fond of it, I would try to figure out why, and then see from a different perspective. But at the end of the day, this is who I'm gonna be with through eternity. I'm taking this question as if I'm going to marry this girl. Okay. But if it's a girlfriend, that's another question. But if I plan on marrying this girl, I'm gonna just be like, whatever, and I'm gonna stick with my girl. So and then hopefully, eventually, they'll get over it. They're gonna have to. You know what I'm saying?
Let's throw a curveball. So let's just say, like, your mama or whoever, doesn't like her, but they don't like her because she acts or does something a certain way. Talk to your mama. You discuss it with wifey, soon to be wifey, and it was like, my mom says she doesn't like when you do this. Like, you don't come to her house and say hi, hello, whatever, and you tell your significant other this, and you're saying, hey, I need you to go to my mama's house and do this. And your girl's like, I ain't doing it. That's not who I am. I ain't going to do it. Basically almost being like combative and just being like, no, I'm not going to do it. And so what would you do at that point? Would you just be like, you know what? You don't want to say hi to my mama when you go to her house? It's all right.
No, I think with that, you're just going to handle like adults. You got to cut the head of the snake off. So what I mean by that, we got to
your mama or your girl,
and we got to negotiate. Like, what's good? Like, why don't you like this person? And why don't you like, you know what I'm saying? I think with anything in majority of conflicts, there really is always over something petty and something small.
Yeah, misunderstanding.
You can talk it out and get over it, honestly. I
would hope that would be the case.
Actually endangering someone's life or something crazy like that. But normally it's probably like 1 or 2 things. You can get over it.
Women be holding grudges though, because the girl be like, I don't like your mama. And then the mama be like, I don't like that little hand you be bringing around. Blah, blah, blah. We be going back and forth the whole time.
Dinners for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
All right. But let's just put it this way. Let's just say from my perspective, if, your mama loves you, obviously, your girl loves you, both of these women both mean something to you. They will both be willing to put these things aside, making you happy. This is in a perfect world.
That's what you think.
This is in a perfect world. This is in a parallel dimension that Nats was talking about. But anyways, that's in a perfect world.
For me, we're going to sit down and have the family discussions. What's going on? Where's this little rift coming from? But other than that, I don't really know exactly how I would handle it. Really, it's just.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a hypothetical for us.
If I want to be with her, I'm gonna be with her. But y'all don't got shit. How often we hanging out on the holidays? 3 holidays a year? Fuck out my face.
Hey, Willie, who you talking about?
My family.
Oh God.
I feel it though. I feel it.
I mean,
talking
to. All right. So look, what was the question I was about to ask?
No, we need Elsa to answer.
It was a rebuttal off of that question, but I can't remember. Elsa, go ahead, because I remember when she started talking. Probably.
What you doing, Elsa?
Oh Lordy.
Hey, Big Smooth, fuck around and say, yeah, I don't like I don't like Jesus. He needs to stay his ass in Virginia.
If it's a boyfriend, I would, like you said, Dom, I would ask my parents why, because I trust their instinct, especially my mom. My dad's always gonna be super like protective of me, but my mom knows, and I trust her.
Yeah.
I trust her with my heart, with like everything. So if she were to tell me, mija, I'm okay.
But this is my thing, though.
Yeah, but I'll ask her why.
Break that down for the people who don't know Spanish yet.
Háblame.
Mija, I don't know, like daughter. I don't mean daughter.
That's what that means.
Yeah. So I would, if it was a boyfriend, then I would ask for their opinion. If not, then I know that if it's like somebody I'm gonna marry, then that's the person I'm gonna marry. And like you form another family, and you could just pray that at some point we can come together again. But family is truly important to me, so I know I would probably try to like do a intervention so that everybody at least is amiable.
Also, let me ask you this, or everyone else, but also you can finish because I'm not trying to cut you off. How big is it for you to marry or date within your race or your culture, like in your family's eyes? Like our generation is a little more like integrated, you know what I'm saying? But like, how big is it to come home and be with a black woman or a white woman? Or, I mean, I'm talking to Dom, but like, how big is it within your family? Like, do they want you to come home with someone in your race and your culture, or are they gonna accept her for who you want to be with? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, when I was younger, I thought that's what I had to do. But I've dated out of my race, and they were fine with it.
They were cool with it.
So I'm gonna take this one because this one actually hits home. This might be a little bit more than all three of y'all. So I come from a Southeast Asian background, and I don't want to say that they're racist, but definitely it's harder like for our parents when they come to the like Americas and stuff like that, to US. It's like they've dropped everything they had to fly literally across an entire ocean. And it's like, we have a small community. Asians have a smaller community here. And so for my parents, especially my mom, it means the absolute world for me to stay here and marry within my country. So now, obviously, I have not once done it, and, my mom's not too happy about it, but she thought it was more of like me being a young teenager and being defiant. So I've dated every race you can think of, and every single time it's the same reaction of, she's young. Like, I'm just going to wait till this phase is over. Obviously, now I'm like with an Asian man right now, but he's still not in my culture. He's not Bengali. That's what I am. And so for my mom, it's different not because he's Asian as well, but it's because I'm older. Right. Obviously, still, my mom would prefer for me to keep my kids to know my culture, but she knows that now that I'm older, I appreciate my culture. When I have kids, my kids will be grown and raised with Korean culture and Bengali culture. It's that type of thing. So, I mean, for me, they're always going to have that little thing in them of like, I really wish we could have had like complete Bengali kids. But once the little grandbaby comes out, then I'll be like, hey, that's my baby. So this is how it is over on this side of the world.
I think like I've always had like preconceived notions in my mind. Like my family has never once told me who I needed to date, what you need to date, whatever. But I've always like been like, okay, I probably need to end up with like some kind of white girl or some kind of Greek and white. Like just thought, you know what I mean? That's what you see. Yeah. You hear people when you're younger, like everyone keep mixing babies. We're not gonna be able to tell anyone different because everyone's gonna look the same. Like everyone keep fucking around and mixing. Like you start hearing shit like that, and you're like, oh, all right. But then you start to get older, and it's kind of like you really like who you like. So it's based on who you who you get.
Love who you love, and you don't want to be with somebody just because to make your parents happy, your family happy, because your parents not gonna live with you.
Right.
Exactly. They're not gonna be the ones you're waking up to every morning. Shit, yo, like.
Yeah.
This is who I find. This is what it is. It's like the older you get, obviously with our generation too. This is like we see absolutely. For the most part, within our friend group, we don't see any boundaries or borders or anything like that. It's just like it is who it is.
I think it's dope. Like you get to like
pretty
if I only dated white women my whole life, I would only know that perspective. Like I've dated or like talked to people from different cultures. I've learned so much, like, and I'm like,
Yes,
I never would have
okay.
known that. I never would have known that
Yeah.
shit. Like if I, you know, and I think that's the dopest thing about it. And like, you see what you like and what you don't like, and you're like,
Yeah.
that bitch is boring. That bitch is cool. Like, you know what I mean?
No, that's the best part. That's
Yeah.
totally the best part. My favorite was like.
I don't mean to say bitch. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I say that.
But yeah, no, the best part is definitely like trying all the foods and seeing the cultures and the differences.
Yep.
And it's like, wow, like it's eye opening. It's like, oh man, like for me, it was dating a white guy. When I dated a white guy, I was like, oh shit, I was like, y'all doing this during the holidays. I was like, wow, that's awesome. Or it was when I dated a black guy. I was like, yo, like this is what church is like for y'all at a black church. Or when I dated like an Asian guy, I was like, yo, it was like this. It's really fucking cool, dude.
The Baptist churches are popping.
Girl, the one I went to, it was in Nova, and they played go-go. It was
At church? Okay.
Hey.
I ain't never play no go-go.
No, they play go-go. So, but yeah, I mean, long story short, you end up learning a lot.
Yeah.
Even whether it doesn't have to just be through dating, though. Honestly, it's just if you open your mind, if you're open-minded, even with your friends and stuff like that, you're able to just, obtain this kind of knowledge, which is pretty awesome.
I love it.
That question is sort of like a spinoff off of the if your parents dislike your partner, how would you
That's what I'm saying.
react and stuff like
Because
that.
some people just hate them just because the way they look.
For sure.
Ain't even met them yet.
Yeah. I wouldn't. Well, as far as my parents, they wouldn't really care, but obviously they would prefer me to date inside my race. But at the end of the day, it's me. It's personal.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would ideally, I wouldn't be opposed to dating inside my race, but if let's say y'all know I love the Asians, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't we all know you got yellow fever?
Mm-hmm.
but if an
Boy,
Asian
look yellow right now.
in the life, you know what I'm saying, have a little
Yellow bone.
Halloween or something,
Yo, that was OD.
I'm done.
Like the different cultures and stuff like that. Like that's pretty dope because every culture does something different. You know what I'm saying? So like meeting her family and like, oh, y'all do this, like, oh, you play.
Yeah, like the holidays, like Rhea was saying, is
Exactly.
Yeah, the holidays are honestly the best part.
Pretty cool.
But the main thing is like it's we're enjoying it now. Do our parents or their parents, like, how are they enjoying it? So it's like. But like at the end of the day, like I said, this is our lives. I mean, obviously our parents have an influence over it, and we will care about what they do, but we're still gonna do whatever the fuck we want to do. So that's just how it is.
Yeah, I'm with it. I was just curious because you got like 7 different backgrounds in these 4 squares. So
Right? Yeah, we got a bunch of shit going on.
Hey, instead of talk to me, we should be taste the rainbow.
No bullshit. Get a little bit.
All right, so
wanna Fanta. Oh.
hey,
Next time we all should be wearing different colors.
Don't get me started. I ain't dancing in a minute.
Hablame.
Oh my god.
Side note, for those of you that don't know what habla mean is, it's talk to me in Spanish. So I've been
I don't know that.
skills. But anyways, speaking of
I was like,
speaking of Spanish, Taiki boy, Spanish boy, I ain't even gonna say his name, got out of jail.
What you mean?
A few weeks ago. With the red and blue hair.
so let's talk about rainbows in Spanish.
Oh, for real?
The correct term is Latino. Latino.
On his little feed or whatever when he had 2 million views. But anyways, so to go to 6ix9ine. So for those of you that everyone knows, he got out of jail for snitching.
Yeah, let me take a sip of this.
The question I propose to you guys is, would y'all have snitched? We'll start with Taiki. Get right, Taiki.
So
You snitching?
I had this conversation the other day,
Or nah?
and my answer is very brief and simple based on what I think I would do. Like if I only had to do like 7 years, I don't know how many years he was gonna have to do if he didn't snitch. I'm assuming that it was a long time. I think it was like 20 something. But if I only gotta do like 7, I'm probably knuckling up and doing my 7. But if I gotta do like 25, 30, then I'm probably snitching. My thing is, I'm snitching probably because like fuck them. But like I gotta come out and I can't live my life. I'm looking over my shoulder my whole life, bro. He's moved like 3 times in a fucking week based on people like everyone's looking for this crazy bastard. He's got fucking rainbow hair, he's got a shit ton of money, and he's talking shit and still trolling people. Like, and he's pretty much on the run his whole life and can't spend his money, can't go outside. That ain't no life, man.
So what if the parameters? So what if him and tell you how to snitch on your people?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I actually did the crimes and the deeds and, like, I wasn't capping like 6ix9ine was, then I'm probably taking my rap. But I'm not, like I'm already caught. Why we all got to get caught? You know what I mean? Like, they got me. As unfortunate as it is, they got my ass. You know what I mean? That shit sucks. But, like, if they get both of us and we both got to do the time and I could stay in there by myself and only one of us can do the time, you know what I mean? Then they already got me.
Yeah.
You know, that shit sucks. It's unfortunate. I hope it never happens. But, like, it's so many circumstantial shit. Like, if I'm him, I'm probably snitching because it's fuck them, but it's also fuck you too. And, like, but now my life is ruined too. I'm out of jail, but I'm on house arrest my whole life. I can't go nowhere. So,
yeah.
I don't know. What y'all
ladies doing? They singing like Beyonce?
I mean, I'm going to just put this out there. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I'm not the biggest fan of that entire generation of rappers. Honestly, I don't give two rat's asses about this motherfucker. I don't care. He snitched. I mean, it sucks for his people. Now, if I was in the same situation and it was like, if it wasn't my people, yeah, I mean, then I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm a snitch. If it meant me from 7 to doing 25 years, yeah, I take the 7. Like, if I snitched and I got 7 years, and it was people I don't give a fuck about. Yeah,
I'm about to find out how many years he was facing real quick.
I think I seen 2, but that don't make
Nah, hell nah. Yeah. He was already in for 2.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, he also got, 6ix9ine is a whole completely different, can of worms, because he got charged for, like, what was the underage, like, rape accusation? I don't know what it was. He's just not my favorite person.
How old is he? Let me look this. How old is this guy? I just think he's. I don't know. It's just a lot of thoughts about him.
He's 24 years old.
He's a baby. Like, to me, that's
24. Yeah,
24, and you out here saying things out your mouth, and things happen in New York.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So, the fact that he got jumped. Did he really get jumped? Because he keeps saying that he got jumped and somebody.
I think so.
Yeah. The whole girl thing is like, if it's not like, I'm hoping they didn't do something to his girl without her consent.
Yeah.
From what I know, maybe it was like she wanted to. So that's not even a problem. But if he got jumped and they stole stuff from him, I understand why he snitched. I don't think he came out with all that energy though. Because then he's wild.
Didn't y'all say he also snitched, like, he like OD did it though? Then he started just saying like extra names,
like random people.
Yeah. See, that's a little OD. I mean, what was he getting at that point? Weeks off of the sentence, months, like.
Okay, so he was facing a minimum of 47 years and a maximum of life in prison. I'm snitching. Fuck that.
God damn.
Fuck that.
Hey. Damn, now you put it like that.
Yeah.
But for real,
oh my God.
If you in the street, in the streets and stuff like that, you should know what you're getting yourself into. But honestly, supposedly they found him like in a gas station when he was working, and it was like, oh, you look like you can rap, yada yada yada. You can roll with what is it, Trey, whatever the hell,
Treyway. Yeah.
And, so obviously he bit, and then he blew up. You know what I'm saying? He was with one of the biggest, powerful gangs in New York.
His shit is ass though.
It was kind of their fault for even fucking with him. That's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you even fucking with a dude that's not even in the streets? So, but to answer your question.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't ready for that.
At first, I was like, since I'm in it, I ain't snitching. But you say 47 to life. And he was living.
How long did he get?
It was 47.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
To life or whatever. But nah, I'm probably snitching. At first, I was about to be like, nah.
That's why I said if I could probably do a max of 10. Like I say that now, not knowing,
Yeah.
but knowing
He
like
wasn't an OD snitch though, because like he was snitching with people that he never met before. Like I seen like a little interview.
shit.
They were saying like he didn't even met this person and he snitched.
Well,
on.
every name must have taken a year off his sentence at this point, from what
It's
Teddy
probably,
just said.
like, when he say they fucked my bitch, it was probably a few people. But at the end of the day, it was his baby mama. I don't even think he was talking to her. Like dudes always be feeling so entitled. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
Like,
if they said me,
that's what. Like if y'all,
I think I met him.
and I ain't even that cool with you. I'm
Yeah,
sliding.
that's what I was saying. Like, unless they violated her, like that's different. If she got violated and that's my baby's mother or that's my baby, like I'm gonna be upset. But if she wanted to do whatever she had to do, then y'all not together. So it's like,
And also, I think it's a multitude of things. He was saying that he got kidnapped, that they harassed his family, his baby mom. So I mean, there's multiple things, and like I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but you give me 47 to life, hey.
because I feel like when people when guys go to prison and they don't snitch, is because they felt loyalty from somebody, or they feel loyal towards whoever they did it with. So I'm not gonna snitch on you because we both agreed to do this and we did it and I got caught. That's on me. But I think what he's saying is that he did it, although he's saying it, you know how he talks, but he did it because they violated him and they didn't show him loyalty by jumping him and stealing from him and all that. So I get that point too.
Speaking of, do y'all fuck with his song, that Google joint?
I don't like none of his music. That's just not my speed.
I don't like any of his shit.
It's not my type of music. Salute him for making money off it, but it's not like the scuba, Buddha, blah, blah, blah. Like what?
I'm almost butthurt. I'm wasting time out of my Friday night to talk about that. This is how much I dislike the dude. Now, if for some miraculous reason he comes and sees our podcast and he was like, "Yo, fuck this girl. She ain't shit." I still don't. This is how much I just don't give a fuck about this guy.
You don't give a fuck about him, right?
Yeah.
Let me see how much you give a fuck about. So, all right, this for you too, Elsa. So
you gonna play? I thought you were gonna play a song.
Nah, I ain't doing that shit. So say if 6ix9ine come to DC, and fuck it, don't even come to DC. He see your Instagram, he slide in your DMs talking about like, yo, I got this fire song when I get out of jail. I mean, I'm out of jail now, and it's called Google. I pay you $25,000.
To shake my ass like them bitches that was on them screens, right?
You going
the fancy girls that they had out there shaking their booty cheeks and stuff. Goodbye.
You doing it or no?
To be in a video?
Yeah.
To be in a video? Hell no. 50. Hell no. 50. Those girls.
I thought you were gonna say he's gonna pay me to interview him. I was like,
yes, girl, get those coins for that interview.
We got two.
Take the money.
We got two really good ones. I'm in that bitch.
I couldn't. Bro, I'm so sorry. First, I saw bro, I can't. He just looks so dirty. And then I was watching some video of now he wears like lace fronts and stuff like that too. Oh, that ain't even your hair, dude. Like you're sitting here just now trying, because I'm pretty sure he had to cut or shave his hair while he was out in prison.
I would love to know his like childhood story. Like
he was a simp. I can tell you that.
He was a what?
Nigga wasn't
like, what's that?
I'll whoop your ass.
What's his name?
Is he simple?
Like a loser.
Yeah, like a bum, like just not really on nothing.
You see, that I would watch, like something about him, what he went through.
I would love to hear about his backstory, about like what he dealt with when he was younger to make him as like cool as he is now, like to as crazy as he is now. I'm like, bro, like something gotta be fucked up.
I don't know. When I first heard him, I thought his New York accent was so fake. I thought he tried so hard to make it like sound so like New York. I'm like, bro, like you're.
Who's the other one that's crazy like him too? What's his name? Lil Peep? Is that who it is?
Oh no,
Lil Peep. Is that who it is? Lil Peep? No. Oh my God, he died. Sorry, y'all. See, this is how I'm not. Who is it? Lil something? I'm so sorry.
I don't know.
But there's he said Lil Jon. Oh my God. Who is it?
Lil Jon's an OG at this point.
Y'all got anything else?
I don't know, but
I'm good on him, man. I'm good on him.
I just so much edited this guy that I don't know.
Something happened to him and he needs to talk about it, and then, we can figure him out.
Lil Pump. Sorry, y'all. I was dying. That's who it is. I think his name is Pump or some shit like that.
Yeah, all them little bastards. Anyone who got Lil in front of the name is a little tweaker.
Lil Wayne, relax.
They all seem crazy and dirty to me. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dirty.
That's it.
True. Yeah, I ain't got nothing.
That shit. I mean, my last question I wanted to ask y'all, man, real quick. Y'all didn't give me any answers before we got on, and then we're gonna get out of here. But if your wife or fiance, husband, or what's the fiance and what's the other? What's it called when the man is not a fiance? Are they both fiancés? Yeah, I guess they both.
Yeah, they're fiancés.
Yeah, they're both fiancés.
Man and woman are both fiancés.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Fiance feminine as hell.
All right. If your fiance, husband, wife loses a limb, a hand, a foot, are you staying with them? It's an accident. They got it like it just and not no like army shit. Like more like they just get in a car accident, they lose a limb, or like
but this is a tough.
We're talking like a freak accident, right? This ain't no dumb shit.
Marriage, you that's like a
marriage is in sickness and in health.
Hell no, I ain't leaving.
Yeah, there you go. Tell them, Elsa.
Yeah.
What she said?
If there is
Sickness and in health.
health. Okay,
Yeah,
so when none of us are married, so in this world, my man lost his limb, Elsa Jesus lost him, Tiggy, yo, imagine if baby girl lost her limb, and
they gonna leave
and Dom, yo, beautiful Lucy Lou lost her leg. So none of us are married. What are y'all doing?
I'm gonna try to thug it out. Honestly, I really am, because that shit is unfortunate as fuck. And like, I'm there for you, trying to figure it out. Like, I'll feel like a complete shithead to be like, why'd y'all split? I'm like, man, she lost her fucking arm on accident, man. I just couldn't do it no more.
But obviously, you wouldn't do it that sudden, but you would low-key plan your escape route.
You would have to be supportive. Like
fucked up question.
Y'all can't stand this.
You would be. I would say, and be as supportive as I can possibly be. Now, obviously, there's so many other questions that end up coming to play of like, okay, well, your significant other now is no longer going to be mentally the same person that they once were. So now everything in life is going to be so much harder for them. They're going to be more depressed. They're always going to be angry, and they're going to have some kind of resentment, whether it be towards whatever. And then it's like that entire thing. But yes, I'm on the same page as Heidi. I will tough it out for as long as I can until your ass start emotionally abusing me. Once I got that emotional abuse of you being like, because I went into the beach, your ass told me to go to Virginia Beach, and that alligator at Ann Arbor done did what? My leg off. And then that's when I'm like, you know what? I did. I dealt with it for years.
Last part, arm or leg? I'd rather them lose a leg.
See, if he loses a leg, how is he going to get down on one knee? But if he loses an arm, he can't put the ring out.
You get a prosthetic leg.
I'd rather an arm, because I need both legs.
Facts.
I need both arms. I'd rather have him lose a leg.
Don't really be able to do nothing, really. Like
what?
I need the both hands on the face for a kiss or something. I was like, Jesus won't be able to hold you the same if he loses an arm.
But I can still wrap my legs around his legs.
Hey,
I only need one leg. I only need one leg.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, that was it. That was the last thing I wanted to ask. I wanted to get that out because I wanted to hear your perspective. Hopefully, people respond to that question. I want to know if you hear that motherfucking question. If you watch it, answer that. Arm or leg?
Yeah, actually, we should.
Are you sticking with them? I want to know.
You see our Instagram handles. Y'all should send us y'all's answers to that. I'd be interested to see what y'all have to say. Arm or leg? Hashtag arm or leg. That's what it is for this video, y'all. Hashtag arm or leg.
Arm or leg. All right, well, I think that's it, man, with everything. I had a wonderful time talking with y'all again. I'm glad we made our way back around. It's been good. And, hey, it's our first 3-day weekend in quarantine, I'm thinking. So
I know, it's Memorial Day weekend.
We made it to our first holiday weekend, and we ain't got shit to do still. Ain't that a bitch?
Remember, oh my God, did y'all see that meme that said, remember at the beginning of the year we were hyped because all the holidays fell on
the weekend?
Yes.
I was supposed to be in Arizona right now. Turning up.
I was supposed to be anywhere but the crib.
All right.
God damn. So,
well, anyway. I will be obeying laws. I will be staying at home, or if not, at my parents' house, staying in my old room, and drinking wine and counting my calories. So to that,
I cheers you. I'm gonna get my wine on the next episode. But Dom, I'm gonna let you close it out after this, but we're gonna be trying to be more fluid with the episodes coming out. So please stick with us, and we appreciate the.
Yeah, no, bear with us for now. We're still getting used to this BS. So
we're gonna make it work. If you don't like the podcast, then it's not for you. But share it with someone else; they might like it. We're trying to do it, man. Trying to broaden our horizons so we can get a $100 million deal.
Facts.
Yes. Coming after you, Joe Rogan.
Right. But yeah, if there's any topics and stuff, I think sooner or later we're gonna start on a day where we're gonna be asking questions. So that being said, even aside from that, if y'all have any topics that y'all want to have us talk about, please feel free. Let us know. Our handles are right down there, I believe, right there. So hit us up. Some of y'all have our numbers. If y'all,
and we're not getting away from. We're still looking for young entrepreneurs, man. People that are really out there. Not just someone that you know that you want to get on. Trying to get a platform for some people that are striving for something bigger than something themselves. Virginia needs support. We're here to try to give a platform for it.
Yeah.
So please.
Philly too. So we got another city. We got DC, Maryland, Virginia, and now Philly. So hopefully when this coronavirus thing is over,
let us know how you're dealing with things and how you're thriving.
Got it all. Yeah, to go off of what Tyke was saying, as far as like any feedback, feel free to send us your feedback to our Talk to Me podcast, IG. As far as that, and then as far as basically what we've been doing as far as our break, we definitely been trying to work on like video production and stuff like that for you guys. Try to step with our best foot, because at the end of the day,
we ain't shit unless you talk to me.
Hey,
let's get it. All right. See you next week.
All right, see y'all.
Hey guys.